What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting the last game from League of Dota week number 6. Adaptable on the Radiant, Bubbleblowers on the Dire. The current score is 1-1, so winner take all. And Adaptable back on the Radiant, going to open their draft up with the Alchemist after being pushed last game and after having pushed the Bubbleblowers in the first game. Games have been real short, guys, but that's exactly how I like it. Short, sweet, and to the point. No sense in drawing it out to a 40-minute farm fest when you could get it done in 20, right? Alchemist treated them well, the Adaptable side, in game number 1, where they really punished the Storm Spirit in the mid lane. So far, all Storm Spirits have kind of just been crushed. And Enchantress, once again, Adaptable. I'm inclined to think that their name does not fit their playstyle, just after having selected the same heroes over and over again. Enchantress, namely, being played by Ryan Noob. But, you know, it's fine. If you don't have to live up to your name. No Tidehunter could pick a Tidehunter. Bottom, could lane a bottom top. It's all good. Bubbleblowers going to open up with an LoD Titan as well as a Crystal Maiden. Here we haven't seen in, well, she wasn't even touched in the last draft. And now in the first pick, she's going to be receiving priority over everyone else. LoD Titan is, of course, going to be a devastating force for the Bubbleblowers side. Was a pretty effective hero for the last game, just adding that additional amount of damage. It's hard to quantify exactly how much damage Elder Titan's aura gives, but you can always rest assured it's a lot. Like, how much is he doing? A lot. Oh, okay, he's doing a lot of damage. Especially when you have a lot of high damage heroes on your team. Elder Titan, his effectiveness compounds a whole lot. But Elder Titan, Crystal Maiden, Alchemist, Enchantress, kind of a similar setup from both teams as it stands right now. I'm thinking Alchemist is going to be playing the exact same role as game number 1 with Enchantress. I mean, like, Adaptable, it's not broken, so why bother fixing it? Though this time, Bubbleblowers, they're going to want to get their hands on something like a Puck. That is a hero that you cannot pull the same shit with as you can with, like, a DK, as you can, like, a Storm Spirit. You gank a Storm Spirit, it's easy. You gank an Invoker, it's easy. You cannot gank a Puck. It is not that easy. And Bubbleblowers also banning out the DK. They remember what happened in game number 1. They're not going to let that happen again. And a Lone Druid as well, possibly preparing for Adaptable to go full-on push against them. I'm pretty sure Bubbleblowers were a victim of that in round number 3, I want to say, when I casted their first game. But I might be wrong. Might not have even been them. I've seen some team been the victim of a Lone Druid push. So that's definitely a thing. And now Bubbleblowers going to pick up the Chen in response to the Enchantress. So there's going to be some creep tug of war. Bubbleblowers pulling out a hero that I don't think I've seen them play at all. Taking a page out of Adaptable's book, however, perhaps. Maybe we'll see who is the most adaptable among these two teams. But Alchemist as well as Enchantress, they could very easily punish a Chen. Just go into his jungle, make life very difficult for him with that stun, with the Enchantress damage. And all of a sudden, Chen, with the extra bulk of his creeps, belongs to the Enchantress. And then it's a little bit rough. We'll see what Adaptable wants to do in order to respond to this one, though. I think they're definitely thrown for a loop a little bit. I mean, I certainly am. Chen Crystal Maiden is definitely a lot different from, like, the Venomancers that we've been seeing from Buck and the Banes that we've been seeing from Sedge. Or the Banes we've seen from Buck, the Venomancer we've been seeing from Sedge. So going now in a complete different direction. And Adaptable, they're taking their time for now. Enchantress, Alchemist, they could go really wherever they want from this one. They could go heavy push. They go for a Death Prophet, something like that. Take a page out of Bubbleblowers' book. They could, well, probably not a good idea against an Elder Titan and Crystal Maiden. Would be risky. They could go for just a huge turtley lineup. They could go for a little bit of a mix of push and turtle. They could do anything they want. They're going to go for a Viper, though. They want their lane solidified. So Viper in the mid lane is most likely what's going to be happening. Now Bubbleblowers have the hard task of figuring out who do we want to throw to the wolves? Who do we want to have the Viper demolish? I mean, there are heroes that deal very well with Viper, but Viper is just a very annoying hero to go against. Is a very gankable hero, however. Like Crystal Maiden and Chen, they could easily get in there and easily kill a Viper. Pretty much no problems at all.
10 seconds remaining.
Though Viper, he will assert some pretty good lane control. He's a pretty good lane contributor. Once the ganks come in, just tag someone once with a poison attack. If it's level 2, level 3, the slow is usually enough. And Bubbleblowers, with the Chen pick, they're going to go right back to their Death Prophet. Now, the problem with this, as compared to last game, is that, well, although Death Prophet, yes, she can get the push going. She will be able to do that. That is something that you always will have no matter what whenever you pick a Death Prophet. The only problem is that she won't have an easy time in lane. And you want your Death Prophet to have as easy time as possible because she wants the levels. She wants, to a lesser extent, the gold, but the level 7, 8, 9, 10,
10
11 marks
seconds remaining.
are very important for Death Prophet because that's when her pushes get stronger.
5 seconds remaining.
And you really can't do that if you have a Viper breathing down your neck, if you have an Alchemist and Enchantress roaming around. So Death Prophet, she'll struggle a little bit more this game than she did last game, where Storm Spirit was pretty much all she had to contest with. Even though Storm Spirit did give her a run for her money, it was still a little bit difficult for the Death Prophet, so things are going to be even harder for her now, though still going to go for a lot of push. That's the plan for the Bubbleblowers. We'll see if it works out for them. Because Adaptable, they don't really have that much counter push right now. They need initiation. I think Clock has just got to be the pick for them right now. Because with Death Prophet and a Chen, you aren't going to like out-chip them, or you probably won't out-chip them. You just have to get in there and start a fight and be decisive about it. And Clockwork is one of the best heroes for doing that. It's going to be a Razor, though, as the 4th pick for Adaptable. Huh. Usually Razor and Viper serving a very similar role in just lane controllers. You want to dominate the lane? Well, you pick up a Viper. You want to dominate the lane? Well, sometimes you don't want to play a Viper. You pick up a Razor. Either one of those two heroes will do very, very well versus the Death Prophet. But seeing both of them on the same team, I think it's got to be the Viper who goes up against the Death Prophet. There's more consistent damage, although Razor is a lot harder to gank than the Viper due to his current. Let's see, unstable current. Look at that. I know skill names. But Adaptable definitely do have a lot of range damage right now. But Razor and Viper, they are two range heroes that just build tanky. And they rely on their flat values. So Adaptable, their early mid game will be devastating. Their late game, not so much. Bubbleblowers, though, their late game isn't that strong either. They have yet to pick up their hard carry. I think, well, who's banned out? Lifestealer's banned out. That's pretty much it. So they need a Gyrocopter, they need a Luna, one of those types of heroes, but even then, their damage is going to be stolen no matter what. Razor is really, really good anti-carry if he gets going. So Luna's going to be banned out. Bubbleblowers, I think. Oh, they're just going to go straight into Juggernaut. Yeah, they have the push comp. Might as well just go full on into the push comp. So we'll see if Bubbleblowers can push this, or Adaptable, if they could hold this off. They still need initiation, I feel. They pick up the Clock right now. They'll have the Viper, Razor, and Clock in the core lanes, Enchantress and Alchemist roaming. They'll have ways of starting fights. They'll have ways of getting to the back lines, kill off the Crystal Maiden, kill off the Chen before they get their spells off. Get Viper and Razor onto the front lines and just, be tanky and just steal damage and stuff like that. Though Razor stealing damage from anyone from the Bubbleblower side, not going to be doing that much, and we're going to be seeing an AA. Oh, I like it. It's not a great combination. Like, I'm going to admit, this is going to force Razor to the mid lane. Viper, AA. Actually, well, AA is... Oh, no, okay, it's Alchemist as a farmer. There we go. And AA is going to pair up with Enchantress. So we're not going to be seeing a roaming Alchemist. But AA as this pick, I like it. Of course, it does get extra points because I'm biased towards AA. Like, I'm really biased. I love the hero. But AA Alchemist as a combination is pretty good. Maybe not good versus the Juggernaut, just because you won't be able to land that on him ever. But it's pretty good. Not only that, but his ultimate is going to be doing overtime this game. He will have that Ice Blast, which will cancel off the mech, which is inevitably going to come from the Chen. It'll, of course, cancel the Hand of God. It will cancel the Death Prophet Exorcism Return, which may or may not be a factor. It probably won't be a factor. But most importantly, it will cancel off the effects of the Healing Ward. Of course, Healing Ward is just one tap and it dies. But still, sometimes you just gotta blast them regardless. And if you hit someone with an Aghanim Scepter, we saw it in the last game, last semifinal I casted. In the round 5 games I casted. Who was it? Flint versus someone else. I just said their name just a little bit ago. I can't remember. Oh man, this is gonna bug me. This is gonna bug me so much. Was it the...
30 seconds
Was it Bubbleblowers?
to battle.
It might have been. It was something like that. No, it was White Noise. White Noise. They had an AA, and he got an Aghanim Scepter, and it turned the game around. I'd like to believe it turned the game around, and in a combination with Lycus, it's not going to be too terrible. Viper needs a little bit more levels in the poison attack and a little bit more levels in the Viper to get the Viper Strike before they're guaranteed a cold feet proc. But still, it will be pretty effective. So I do like this AA pick. It's a little bit wonky,
The
just a little
battle
bit, but it'll still be pretty
begins.
effective, I feel. Let's take a look at the lanes as they stand. Railgun is going to be playing on the adaptable side. On the bottom lane, Razor, we have Ryanoob, Kel Surprise on the Enchantress. Jumong actually mid-laning the Alchemist. So all that stuff I said about Death Prophet having a harder time, I'm lying. Jumong's going to be up there, and he can't really contest the Death Prophet that much. Lights is going to be playing the Ancient Apparition, and that leaves Lycus up in the top lane as the Viper on the other end. We have Jealousy playing that Juggernaut with Buck around as the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden Juggernaut, solid combinations. You all know it. Sedge is going to be playing the jungling Chen. Zafin is going to be once again on his Death Prophet, and Danny is going to be playing once again on his Elder Titan. This is going to be a lane that's going to be dominated by Railgun. There's no way that Danny could even get close. He'll be able to throw out spirits. It will be able to chip down Railgun a little bit. But hell, even if you get all that extra damage, this is just going to happen. Only a level 1 steal, but still, I mean, bringing him down to minus 35 means he will not hit for Jack. It'll be a very easy lane for the Razor to just continue to dominate. Even if the Enchantress decides to just jungle it up and not do anything except for jungling, it's going to be a very easy lane. But once the Enchantress does come in, if she comes in with a disabling creep, such as this Dark Troll Summoner, then the Elder Titan is just going to die. You can see Railgun playing super aggressively with this static link. It's still only level 1, but sometimes you got to get the damage. You got to flex your muscles, let them know who's boss. Mid lane Jumong 8 for 0, sorry, versus the 5 for 1 of the Death Prophet. The Acid really making it difficult. It's punishing the low health hero that is the Death Prophet for standing in that Acid. And Alchemist, he's doing pretty well with it. It is a pretty mana expensive spell, but he will have his bottle soon enough. He's going to go for the maxed out Acid, maxed out Unstable Concoction build, and he's going to play this the very Chinese way of playing the Alchemist. You get the supporting items, you roam around, and you're basically a support Alchemist, except you're not in the lane. That's exactly what it is. You just sit in, except you're not roaming around. Oh, what? Okay, bottom lane. It had to happen, right? It had to happen. I said it. I'm like, Enchantress could just come in with a creep, and she's just dead, but I wasn't even looking up there. I was looking up top. I expected that to be where the action was. So, yeah, that happened. Wouldn't be a cast of mine if I didn't miss First Blood. Though that was 1 out of 5 so far. I mean, I've been doing pretty good today. But, of course, I had to break it. Had to be done. I did that on purpose, by the way, guys. Lycus on the top lane, getting a couple levels as the Viper, not getting the most farm in the world. Constant pressure of a initiation from the Chen, from the Crystal Maiden, like doing stuff like this. Lycus is just dead now, I think. He has a point in the Corrosive Skin, which is going to give him a little bit more magic distance, but now he's stuck in the corner. TP out, Frostbite will happen in time. It won't happen in time. Oh, that was really, really freaking close. Lycus is really lucky. He's lucky that Crystal Maiden is so slow. But yeah, Crystal Maiden getting there just out of range. Now Jumong gonna chuck a stun at Zephin. He does have a regen rune, so it's not going to bother him too much. Just going to pop that up, restore to full mana, full HP, but we do have Sedge as well as Buck rotating around. Do they want to go for Jumong? He's completely out of mana. There's a regen rune, though. I think this is just a kill on Jumong, especially if he gets his regen rune lost. There's the silence, however, the stun has been thrown. Now the smoke has been dispelled. Jumong, you got to run the other way. There's the frostbite. Zafin is still sitting in the acid. Jumong, though, taking quite a bit of damage. Right clicks, and another shockwave from the Satyr. That's going to do him in, although the bottle charge. Jumong, is he going to live? Magic wand, teleportation scroll, suicide yourself. I like the idea, and it's going to work as well. Drop down some acid, maybe get this creep kill. No. Alchemist blows himself up. He couldn't handle the pressure, and he just exploded. But that does deny a kill. It does deny a lot of time from Sedge as well as Buck. That was a smoke gank, and that resulted in absolutely nothing. I guess they got the Alchemist off the field for a little bit, but he spent all his money before he died. He lost nothing from it, except for a little bit of time in lane. Not going to be a huge deal there, because he's still doing pretty well in lane. 16 for 4 versus the 20 for 0. Jumong is staying toe-to-toe with this Death Prophet. Razor still in this bottom lane, just farming up everything that he has. Bubbleblowers, just waiting for Sedge to get a couple more levels. Does have the level 2 in that, no he doesn't actually, it's only level 1. We need level 3 in Holy Persuasion to get that second creep. And once he does get that, then the healing ward should be near maxed out, if not maxed out. So the push will happen on the top lane. Looks like Sedge just will go and join the party before, with an ogre. Okay, just another body, I guess. That's fine. No, they're just going to keep farming. Yeah, no sense in pushing it too soon. They'll just wait a little bit more. Once that happens, the healing ward gets dropped. Death Prophet might even rotate up there, though Death Prophet at a level disadvantage versus this Alchemist. Kind of surprising, actually. That was with Alchemist suiciding and all that. And, of course, I missed another... What? Okay, well, I'm just not paying attention to the bottom lane, apparently. Every time I look to the bottom lane, it's just so tame. And then, suddenly, kills. Gotta work on that. My apologies for not covering these kills, guys, but I'm going to say it's my 6th game today, and fatigue. I can't even imagine how tired these players might be. This is their 6th game. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th game for Adaptable, 6th game for the Bubbleblowers. It's hard playing that many in a row. It's hard casting that many in a row. My voice is killing me right now. Railgun's still doing well in this bottom lane. He's going to be going for the mech. I expect Viper just going to go pure tanky as well. Railgun really needs this regen to kick in, though. He has a headdress, which is actually pretty good regen. 3 regen is not bad. And, yeah, but it's definitely not enough. Illusion Rune being picked up by Buck, denying it to Jumong. No stun available to him just yet. Level 6 on this Alchemist. But right now, we're just waiting. Just waiting for Sedge to slowly tornado these creeps down. Once he has that, it won't be his level 5 just yet. It'll be close. No, it won't be close at all. Maybe yeah, nerfs to the jungle, right? Of course it's not going to be close. But Sedge will clear off another couple camps. We'll have that level 5. We'll grab his 2 creeps and then barrel down the top lane. Danny, in the meantime, 14 for 1 versus the 38 for 9. The spirit damage just alone is really punishing this Razor. He's the regen that he gets from the mech. He does have a salve waiting to be flown out, but until he gets that, the level 3 spirit, level 3 aura, wrecking him every single time gets dropped. But here we go. I'm not going to miss this kill if this is a kill at all. Ryan Noob wrapping around. Does have a Dark Troll, does have a Centaur. You can't get much better than that. There's the net after the static link. Stomp as well. Danny, you cannot leave from this. He doesn't have any damage. The whip is hitting hard and Impetus as well. Elder Titan is going to go down, and most importantly, I'm not going to miss it. Look at that. I'm so good. Railgun is Enchantress, I'm sorry, is going to pick up that kill. Very, very easy ganking combination from the Enchantress. All the way up at level 8, my god. Those 2 kills really helping out, whereas Chen not having any such luck. He's 0-0-0, does have 2 creeps. And I think it's now time to go for that top lane. AA as well as Viper, not doing much of anything thus far, and Viper, in this situation, is the worst position you want to be in. Viper, you want to be in lane. You want to be poking people. You want to be harassing and dominating your opponents. You don't want to be on the defensive. Viper on the defensive is usually a dead Viper, and now we have Omni Slash ready for Juggernaut. Not even needed, I don't think. Chop lights down with right clicks. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh my god, and they turned on the bird as well. That was uncalled for. I don't know if Cold Feet would have killed him, but the healing ward definitely could have saved him. Healing ward nonetheless does get dropped. These creeps are going to be healed by quite a bit. It will be a level 2 ward. Omni Slash still available, and Lycus has got to fall back. Alchemist has to come over here. I think he's going to stun himself. It looks like instead it's going to be Danny in the bottom lane taking quite a whipping once again from Railgun. Does have a couple salves this time. Buck going to get hit with the cold feet, as does Jellyfy with the poison attack, but a double stun onto Jumong. He doesn't even have any mana. Has an invisibility rune that really won't help him at all if he doesn't have any mana. Invis rune into unstable Invis rune into bottle into unstable concoction. There you go. That'll do it. That's the initiation that they want. That's going to go on to Buck or anyone. Jellyfy going to get stunned up. Where's the frost? It's actually going to be cold feet. That will be enough regardless of the spin. No Majesty charges will save you there. No chilling touch quite yet, but that's exactly what Jumong wants to be doing. He wants to be getting kills all around the map. Ryan New will receive a little bit of free lane experience from the Death Prophet, though ultimately it'll just be a whole bunch of feed. Kind of unfortunate. He does have himself a Hand of Midas, so this Enchantress is going to be looking to do some pretty heavy damage moving forward in this game. Alchemist going to look towards ganking up Zephyr one more time. Ryan Noob doesn't really have anything to help out. Wild Wing not going to do it. Fairly weak, probably the weakest creep for ganking. Doesn't have anything really. Railgun continuing to take a beating from these spirits. Does have his mech completed though. Jumong really flexing his muscles. Zephyr is level 8, so the pushing from his ultimate will be pretty substantial. However, I think it's going to be, once again, Danny who's in a little bit of trouble, especially with Ryan Noob. Oh, deciding not to enchant that Centaur, actually. Just going to eat it and turn into money. That'll do. That'll get it done. Railgun getting chased around, but he's still getting all the CS from this tower. So it's not really a terribly horrible deal for him. Danny getting a couple of levels from this as well, but now that the Razor is salving up, they just need a good slow onto Danny and a static link, and he's dead. But Ryan Noob, once again, caught napping. And Danny's instantly going to teleport out. Wow, that was some value from the Enchantress. There was nothing there. That was just absolute. It wasn't even a bluff. It was just Enchantress like caught out and Elder Titan being a little bit scared. But hey, whatever works, guys. That was all part of the plan, I'm sure. Jumong with a haste rune now, looking for blood. Surprisingly, Death Prophet hasn't used her ultimate a single time. Hasn't really received the space. There's always been someone in that mid lane, whether it be Jumong or Ryan Noob. Can't really push against, it's a lot harder to push against Hero, obviously. Push from Chen, still delayed. Sedge possibly working his way to level 6, to level 7. Maybe wants that third creep. Also, it doesn't really help that he's finding Mud Golems. No one likes Mud Golems. Go home, Mud Golems. But this top tier 1 tower is still alive. And last time they tried to go in, oh, Omni Slash time, slash. Not enough, but the spin might be. Especially when Lycus jukes him out. Slow from the Viper Strike will be enough, especially when he salves up. He could kite and kill this Juggernaut right now if he wants to. Well, it needs TP support. The Juggernaut is going to salve up. Is there anyone coming in? There's not. Oh, Buck, you don't want to be there, Buck. One poison attack, that's going to be a free kill. And meantime, Jelpy is going to get out of there. They're going to search for him. They're not going to find him. But hey, Lycus gets a kill regardless. It's a CM versus Juggernaut. That's fine. CM deciding to offer herself up to the Viper Gods. Gonna take a bath in the tower. And there we go. Zoffin can pop the ultimate for the first time. Level 3 Witchcraft this time. Getting them extra spirits out. Tower dropping pretty quickly, though could be dropping a lot faster. They get a slow on Zoffin. That might be the death, although it looks like the Death Prophet is just fast enough. Danny still accruing his levels up. Level 8 on him versus level 11 from the Razor. Not surprisingly, the Razor still having an edge in this game. Ryan Noob, surprisingly, actually. Second in the gold per minute, second in the net worth. This Enchantress is pretty stacked. And Razor with that mech up. Now's the time where the Adaptable side, they want to be fighting. The Bubbleblowers, they just want to be they just want to be pushing right now, but I don't really know what's holding them up. Maybe lack of creeps. They have an Alpha Wolf. They have a Dark Troll right there. It's really all they need. And Danny is once again in a little bit of trouble. No, he's not. I've changed my mind. Ryan Noob's going to throw a couple of imps at him, but that's going to be enough. Forcing out a TP once again. Wow, Ryan Noob's actually dishing. Holy crap, that was a lot closer than I thought it was. Danny does make it out alive, however, and he will be fine. Railgun. Now we're going to go for his Aghanim Scepter. He's getting free farm on this lane, so I can understand why he doesn't really want to leave, but at the same time, he should be leaving soon. Or at least forcing more people back here. Yeah, as long as he's getting objectives, that's fine. Plasma Field, Shockwaves, oh my. Ryan Noob as well as Railgun gonna start bulldozing down this tower. Omni Slash up for Juggernaut in 10 seconds. However, if he does that, that might result in the kill on the Crystal Maiden. Fortification will slow the bottom push down. Top lane push. This is the push that I've been waiting for 13 minutes now. Tower will get destroyed. Teleportation coming in though. It is going to be Alchemist. He's charging up the stun. He is. Buck can take that one straight to the base. He will not get sent back. He will go down. Jumong will pick off the healing ward as well, but the Blade Fury getting so much value. He will teleport out of there. Sedge though getting frozen because of the feat of the Omni Slash. Actually was cancelled. Did he cancel his TP? It looked like he was fine. Everyone gets out from Adaptable. Bubbleblowers, they lose 2. And looks like they are going to get a tower out of it, but actually they got 2 towers out of it. So that's kind of worth it, I think. I think they'll be happy with that trade. Tower in the mid lane, tower in the top lane. Lose 2. Unless they lose Jelpy as well. That'll be bad. Womp. Double damage Alchemist. Has some pretty high damage. Level 11 on this guy. My god, Jumong. Getting pretty big. And now the Bubbleblowers. Their push has been very, very weak. Usually when you see that this pushing strategy, Chen, Juggernaut, anyone else, you'd expect the towers to just evaporate. Like you bulldoze the top tier 1, easy. You go to the top tier 2, easy. You go to the mid lane, easy. But they're having some trouble. This Alchemist is being such a pain in their ass just because of this amount of damage he does with the maxed out acid, with the medallion on top of that, with the unstable concoction. It's all physical, and there's no way to mitigate that. It's incredibly difficult for, I mean, there is ways to mitigate it, but not right now. Incredibly difficult for the Bubbleblowers to actually get a fight in that favors them, and now they might actually just be pushed the other way. Railgun with the mech. Lycus is here as well. Level 8 Viper, not the strongest. He's on his way to his Aghanim Scepter as well. It's going to be Team Aghanim Scepter. That'll be pretty cool. Ryan Noob also has a lot of attack speed. He's 1900 gold, my god. They're going to wrap around. No, they're not going to wrap around. Viper's going to go to the bottom lane. Finally find some free farm. Danny, though, can go to the mid lane. This could be a bad fight for the Adaptable side. Jumong in the front line. The infinite regeneration is going to be forced back for now. Though Ryan Noob with the healing is to keep everyone up alive. Acid Spray doing a lot of damage to everyone in the meantime. As does the searching plasma field. Jumong will slap down the tower. Does have a stun charged up. It will go right onto Danny, and the Ice Blast ult will connect as well. Danny's going to shatter from this one for sure. Does he get his ultimate off before that? No, he does not. Fuck. Is going to drop the CM ultimate, but everyone's already out of range. Railgun going to get spun down. He already used the mech. He doesn't have anything else. There's another quick one from Zoth and Jumong channeling up another stun. There's the Omni Slash now being used. It will split between Jumong as well as the Enchantress, so that will result in the Jumong's death regardless. Zoth and get another nuke onto Ryan Noob. They should be able to take this Enchantress down as well. Though level 4 untouchable, you can't actually hit him. Just catch up to him and spin him. That's going to be the death of the Enchantress, I think. Spin, spin, spin. Chop, chop, chop. Jellypy gets a double kill. Tower does go down in the end. The Adaptable will lose a lot more heroes than they actually planned. That was with a perfect stun combination going towards the Elder Titan, so the aura was not a factor in that at all. But we have another pause. Alright. So everyone's going to take a quick break, it looks like. Skype issues or something. Lycus was not part of that fight, so that was a 4 versus 5 in favor of, I mean, it went in favor of the Bubbleblowers. It was, the numbers were also in favor, so you would kind of expect it to go in favor of them. Viper still chilling on the bottom lane, wants to get his Aghanim Scepter as quickly as possible. That was actually pretty well fought by the Bubbleblowers, all things considered. They lost their tower, yes, but they managed to pick off the Alchemist, but now Alchemist does have a Blink Dagger. That's, I mean, you could see how much damage, how much havoc the Alchemist is already causing. Add a Blink Dagger on top of that, and things get really, really messy. Because Blink into a stun is, I mean, stun is already a vicious combination. Blink into acid into stun, oh man, that is just brutal. That hurts a lot. But also, they'll have Aghanim Scepters up soon enough. Razor with his, Lycus with his. I'm hoping Ancient Apparition lights with his also. But there's no promises there. Bubbleblowers still looking for a couple more towers. They have yet to even touch the bot lane tower. In the matchup that they had, it's kind of understandable to see why. Chen just needs a couple more creeps now. Sedge does have still 2 up after that last fight. Not bad. We'll look towards 1 more, and then I think they want to go for the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. They should have enough power just to go for it. Especially with Zothan as the Death Prophet. Now at level 11. His pushing is not going to get a lot stronger for very long. I mean, 21 spirits up from 12 is pretty substantial. However, that's going to take a long way off. So the bottom tier 1 tower going to be the next target. And it looks like everyone from Adaptable, they're rallying the troops. They want to fight this. There's the Death Prophet ultimate. There's the healing ward. No Chen just yet. Ice Ball going to come in, block the healing ward onto Danny. There's the start of the slow onto Juggernaut. Will force the spin out and TP. Actually really premature, although not really, because Danny's going to get eviscerated in an instant. It's a good thing that he teleported out the way he did. Buck on his way out, as is Zoth, and the Spirits are trying to retreat, but Ryan Noob is here with 1 more long-range impetus. Long-range impetus? Not going to happen. The tower is held. Railgun, with his ultimate still active, searching for someone to hunt down. Sedge is here finally, as Chen needed to pick up that last creep, but here comes Jumong. He does have a stun charging up, does have a Blink Dagger as well. Is he going to blink blind? He is. He's going to land it straight onto the no one. Is actually going to be spun out. Buck, though, is going to get picked off. Lycus is going to pick up that one. Now the tier 2 on the bottom lane, or Sedge, either or both are in trouble. Tornado going to spot everything out, and yeah, it's going to be a slow, nice patient push from the Adaptable side. Maybe even looking for initiation from Jumong. Does have another stun that's being charged up. If anyone steps up, they are going to get stunned, and they probably will die. Zephyr, you don't even have to step up. He will get silenced, however, Jumong. He'll stun himself. It just means that the stun won't go towards the dire side. However, in the meantime, Railgun dropping very low. There's the mech being popped off. Teleportation support is coming in. Instantly the stomp, though. Buck, he met with a Centaur stomp. 1 shot, 2 shot. He's dead on the floor. Now Light still has his ultimate up. Spin is coming in once again. Jumong gonna stun himself again. Does not have his ultimate. Good this time to throw him in, if not for the Elder Titan snapback. Zephyr gonna get the Ancient Apparition caught in that Cyclone. Ice Ball gonna fly, not gonna hit onto anything. Cold Feet also. Actually, no, the Frost Effect did hit the Death Prophet, but it won't really matter. She won't shatter. 2 down for Adaptable, pushing possibly a little bit too aggressively, and now the Bubbleblowers. It's going to be right back again. With the Healing Ward keeping everyone up, they have the Death Prophet ultimate in just a couple of minutes. I mean, they have the Death Prophet ultimate right now. Why did I say just a couple minutes? That doesn't even make sense. Like, it's not Black Hole. And that's going to be a free tower. So the seesaw on the bottom lane. We saw it in one of the last games. We're going to see it again. Except this time, they could keep going. This is the power push that I was talking about. Sedge does not have any creeps, however. And there's no creeps to steal from there. Satyr is okay, but it's only okay. And they're going to go instead for a Roshan, it looks like. Sedge, you got to just take something, man. Why didn't you take this? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Grab it. And just run. Now thinking about Roshan, someone pinged it out. But Zephyr does still have the ultimate available. Are they going to want to go for a tier 2? It'll be very, very risky. Razor as well as Viper could put out a lot of damage, especially now that the Viper has a very early Aghanim Scepter. Level 2 on the ultimate as well. Someone is spinning for some reason. Jealousy spin away from Ryanoob. Is there an Omni Slash? Doesn't matter. Ryanoob gonna get nuked down really hard. Spirit there as well. Ryanoob gonna get eviscerated. And that's gonna be the cue for Bubbleblowers to just go straight to Roshan. Zephyr popping that ultimate for all that physical damage. Unfortunately, they don't have a medallion or anything like that. They just have infinite health sustain. But unfortunately, all that health sustain now has gone down the window. Out the window. Down the drain. Out the drain, maybe. Either way, the Healing Ward will continue to buff them up even after that. Spells mech up as well. A little bit unnecessary, but hey, what's done is done. Juggernaut picking up the Aegis does have his Aghanim Scepter up. That's 3 Aghanim Scepters up in 20 minutes. That's not bad at all. That's kind of cool, actually. Aghanim Scepter, it's a viable item, guys. And Railgun. Yeah, so Railgun has his. Juggernaut has his. Viper has his. Ancient Apparition is not going to get his. I don't know what this is. It might be just be Power Treads. It should be an Aghanims, though. I'm telling you. Everyone going up to the top lane. They're going to now have a full 5-on-5 clash. Hand of God as well as Mech will be up by the time this fight happens. Is there going to be... Well, everything else is up, I think. Yeah. Oh, we can just take a look at the green dots, right? Death Prophet does not have her ultimate up. That's going to be a little problematic. A lot of damage they could have, but they don't. Buck. As well as Jealousy off to the side a little bit, looking for an Omni Slash and Poison Attack. I'll just kill these things. There's going to be a nuisance. Jealousy going to get the Omni Slash onto Jumong. Earth Splitter as well, going to crack everyone back. So much damage. The Spin as well doing so much, and everyone from the Adaptable side is just going to melt. Light's sitting in the Blade Fury. He's going to get chopped down by a new tanky 3 heroes, tanky 4 heroes, with the Freezing Field. You cannot tank that for long. He's going to go down as well. The only one to live is the Razor. So much value because of that Elder Titan snapback. That just cleaned house. The Death Prophet ultimate was not even used. Opening up with an Omni Slash into all that havoc with the Elder Titan. Yeah, so much value from that aura because of the Blade Fury, because of the Omni Slash, but then of course because of that snapback ultimate Earth Splitter, absolutely wrecking the Adaptable side. And now with the Death Prophet ultimate still available, with Hand of God Mech already been used, doesn't matter. They have a Healing Ward down on the floor, and they're going to push down this tier 1 tower. Ice Ball going to come in, hit onto Zephyr, not going to matter too much. He's at full health anyway. That was only the chilling effect anyway. And the tower is going to go down. They could even keep going for just a little bit more, I think. Mech going to pop once again unnecessarily. But the Death Prophet ultimate still has a little bit less than half of its duration. Might as well just get some chipped away at the tier 3 tower. Viper Strike going to fly. And that's going to be it. A couple more spirits doing a little bit more damage. Jalopy might be in a little bit of trouble. Does have an Omni Slash as well as an Aegis, though. He's going to go for Omni Slash onto Railgun. Chop, chop, chop. Will not do enough. Oh, it will do enough with the Death Prophet there as well. Jumong dies in an instant on top of that. Ice Blast going to come in. Can Jalopy dodge it? Don't go in there. There you go. He's going to be fine. Everyone has a chilling effect, but no one will shatter from this one. Do they have another Healing Ward? They have in 9 seconds. Radiant in the meantime, picking up the bottom lane tier 2 tower. A little bit of passive pushing there, but there is another Healing Ward. Jalopy just needs to keep it back for his team. He needs to make sure it doesn't die, and there it goes. It dies. But that's okay, because that just means that the push is going to stop for now. They're going to wait, rearm, reset, wait another 30 seconds till Zephyr has his ultimate, and my god, he has 4,900 gold to boot. And then the Bubbleblowers, they're looking very good to take this game so far. They have the advantage now in gold. Experience starting to turn their way as well. And Adaptable, they're just not tanky enough to withstand the likes of this Elder Titan Juggernaut combination. Just so much burst damage in one go. The positioning, I think, was a lot of a big reason as to why the last fight didn't go as well for Adaptable as you would really expect. They were all just snapped and killed instantly. Alchemist still with not that much health, going for a Blink Dagger, going for even more armor instead of just raw HP, is very, very easily dealt with, especially when he eats the brunt of an Omni Slash. And the Aegis, I think, is still up. Yes, it is still up. Jealousy continue to push down this bottom lane. They want to take the rest of the tier 2s, and it should be pretty easy for them to do so, especially with a double damage rune onto someone. Maybe the Death Prophet? Bottle? Sure, why not? Oh, Danny, gonna spot out Ryan Noob, and Ryan Noob once again asleep at the wheel. Though that was a smoke, so you can't really fault him too much. Pure damage, the nuke damage won't be enough. Untouchable, OP, someone nerf this. He has his Aghanim Scepter too. Is that, how many Aghanim Scepters? That's 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. We need 5 at least. Death Prophet though, buying up a full level 3 Necro Book. And this tier 2 tower on the bottom lane is not long for life. They'll gladly sack this top tier 1 tower if it means getting this tier 2. And they can get the tier 2 in fact. And Ice Ball to death will get the chilling effect onto the Juggernaut. Healing Ward will still do its work for the rest of the creeps, however. This tier 2 tower, not long for life. Jumong gonna get in there with some acid. Blink out just before the Spirit lands. That would have been his death if the Spirit landed before the Blink happened.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But that level 3 Necro Book, level 2 Death Prophet ultimate. This push train stops for no one, although they might want to consider stopping for Railgun. He's knocking at the mid lane door. Like this, going to throw up a Viper Strike onto Zotham, but the double damage is there. Level 3 Necro Book as well. This tower is just evaporating. Look at the damage. My god, the damage. Easy push, easy life. Like is dropping very, very low. Here's another Ice Blast coming in. Going to hit onto only Jellaby, but that doesn't really matter. Viper is already dead. He has already bought back. The Spirits from the Death Prophet still doing a lot of damage, especially with that Elder Titan aura in play. The Razor still trying to take down the mid-tier tower, but it's too late. The Racks have already been taken down. Snapback not happening onto anyone, but the Omni Slash is there. Bouncing over to Ryanu, bouncing over back to Light, and now the spin happening. Juggernaut wants to use his Aegis, though it looks like the enemy team just doesn't have enough damage. Railgun now trying to take down the tier 3 tower. The fortification did slow him down. Jellaby will burn his Aegis now on the Razor, it looks like, although here comes Zephyr. He does have the Yule Scepter, and he will use it. Who else is teleporting in is going to be Sedge. Can't really offer too much. There's a Penitence as well as a nuke. Railgun will teleport out of there. There is nothing else they could do to stop this, however. That is completely okay with them. They got the bottom lane of Rax's, and the Bubbleblowers, they're going to be, I'm guessing, taking down the tier 2 tower next. They have the Death Prophet ultimate in 30 seconds. They have the Necro Books by the time that happens as well. They'll have everything armed and ready. No, except for the Earth Splitter. But even if they don't have the Earth Splitter, it's not been doing too much. It's been moving people, which is still a lot, but it hasn't been landing on people. So not having an Earth Splitter isn't a terribly huge deal. What they have right now is just a huge amount of momentum. They just completely barreled through the bottom tier 2. They went into the tier 3. They went into the Raxes. They didn't lose like anyone. Did they even lose anyone? They didn't lose a single person. They got the Viper. They got the AA, and that was pretty easy for them. They're not going to go for the mid. They're going to go for top. They're not going to win by pushing. They're going to win by forcing the enemy to tap out. They're not going to go for any ancient. They're just going to demoralize and kill the enemies until they just leave. Especially when they have this man with a cup and a whip, this boss, giving everyone a little bit more movement speed. Jumong, don't really want to be here, man. The initiation from Bubbleblower is still pretty weak, but wow, you can see how much damage Jumong just took from that simple 1-2 combo from Chen. And that's just like 2 basic spells. You're gonna try to turn around for this. Oh, Juggernaut, whoa, Razor, what are you doing there? I was like, I heard an Omni Slash, I'm like, where is this happening? Well, that was interesting enough. Razor decides to sacrifice himself to the Juggernaut gods, and now the push is going to be that much easier from the Bubbleblowers. Where is Death Prophet ultimate? Viper Strike going to get thrown. Elder Titan Stomp not hitting onto much. There's the Ice Ball going to come in onto Sedge, as well as Danny. The BKB blocking the damage from that one actually just missed. Fortification will slow them down. Jellybean backing off with that healing ward still in tow. Viper Strike getting thrown, stun onto Zephyr, but he does have the Eul Scepter. Does a spin, gonna blend down the Viper immediately. Snap back, will not hit onto anyone. Once again, doing nothing. Railgun though, gonna get caught out. He's not tanky enough. Ryan New as well as Lights on the right side. They're gonna have to retreat towards their middle lane. Zoffin still in the middle of everything. His Necro unit's doing work, his Spirit's doing work, his pushing is just too strong. Top lane is going to get demolished. Jelly will get his feet frozen. What the hell is... Where does his model? There it is, okay. And the range racks is soon to follow. That's top... Well, oh, there it is, okay. That's top racks, that's bottom racks. Mid racks is the next target. Do they need the ultimate? I don't think they do. The Death Prophet ultimate? I don't think they do. She has another 4,900 gold. She could buy another level 3 Necronomicon if she wants to waste money. Enchantress does pick off the Chen as well as the rest of his creeps. Which means the push is going to be a little bit more difficult, but still, they have so much momentum. They are in no rush at all. Juggernaut now with a butterfly. He's going to be slashing so many times during that Omni Slash with that additional attack speed, doing a lot of damage to boot as well. And a BKB up on CM. BKB up on LoD Titan's been there since last I've checked. Chen with the Vlads, with the mech. Get a pipe and it's GG, right? Or it might even be GG already. 2 sets of racks is 30 minutes into the game. These two teams going decisively down the push strategy route. And, well, yeah, Pink calls it. Danny's like, yo, we're just going to get all of this real fast. Here we go. It's going to be a Roshan first, perhaps? No, it's a full Shiva's Guard. A full Shiva's Guard for Death Prophet. I don't think they could kill him anymore. Because physical damage, mixed magical, physical, Razor's mostly physical. With all the armor that Zephyr has, it's going to be impossible to kill this Death Prophet. See, I don't understand this clock thing. It says 50 seconds, but, like, is it just till the red? It must be just till the red, right? That kind of makes sense, but it's a really weird way of doing it. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. I guess I was mistaken before. Jumong, now going to be the victim of a dangerous gank. His Blink Dagger does get cancelled, though now he does have it. Going to blink north, and he will teleport out. No sense chasing that one down. You're not going to find him. Danny uses the stomp anyway. I think everyone should just go down to the mid lane as soon as Zephyr has his ultimate. He does. Has a double damage rune as well. Bottom tier 2 must be scared shitless. Whoever's manning this tower is really, really scared. They're like, oh wait, it's just some melee creeps. But little do they know, there are lots of ghosts waiting to attack. Alright, so the Roshan's going to spawn very, very soon. I don't think they should or need to use the Death Prophet ultimate to kill that Roshan. It'll put them back more on their clock. 100 seconds to wait is 100 unnecessary seconds. They could just slow push it down. Although, they could just grab it, wait 100 seconds, and then be happy with that. That's not terrible either. But the Roshan, nonetheless, is going to get pissed off because of poking damage. I think with the damage that Jellybean has right now, and especially if he dodges this blast, which he doesn't, they'll be able to clear off the Roshan with little to no issue. Get back in there, Jellybean, with your healing ward. And it's time to start the duel. He has a Vlad right behind him. He has a double damage Death Prophet right behind him as well. And this might be the last chance for the Radiant to get back into this game. They take a good fight at Roche, they might not lose within the next 10 minutes. However, if the Dire just sit here all day, then the Radiant are going to be forced to go in eventually. Because top lane's pushing. It's pushing very hard. Zopin's going to pop the ultimate. He wants in. He's going to use the Cyclone on somebody. No, he's just going to let the Spirits kill off Lights. Easy kill for Zopin. Using his ultimate for that, though, not really worth it. He's going to go right back to the Roshan, and then the Spirits are going to do the rest of the work there. Spirits, nom nom nom. That'll slow down the push a little bit, but they do take the Aegis onto Jellybean. And then I think it's going to be the mid lane who's going to be the next target. Yeah, no Spirits will be available by the time they get there. Yeah, it'll time out. It just times out now. And that's fine. Going to restore the Death Prophet up to full HP because at this point the Juggernaut is powerful enough. They have just so much stuff on the front lines with the Chen. They have to go through backdoor protection, not a big deal. Bottom lane, Jumong and Railgun trying to push that one out as much as possible. But hell, even if they lose one set of racks, the Bubbleblowers are not going to be too bothered by that. Their pushing is still rather slow. Fortification as the Railgun team moves down up to the mid lane rather, but Ice Ball gonna fly in. Pretty good value. 3 heroes, not bad.
Dire's
The
bottom
healing ward
tower
is
is
still there
under
for everyone
attack.
else who's not affected. Chen's creeps turning on him. Tower slowly dropping, only slowly because, oh, Jumon gonna get in there with a stun. Will hit onto 2, Buck as well as Zoffin. The mech is gonna pop, the Hand of God still in the pocket. And Railgun will take one melee racks, which is okay, but it's all that it is. It's just okay. Now Jellypy, oh, you don't want to piss off this guy. He has an Omni Slash, and he's not afraid to use it. Gonna start working on the range racks in that Blade Fury. And while we're just waiting for Zephyr to get his ultimate back up. 3, 2, 1. This is going to be the harbinger of doom right here. There we go. Spirits, exorcism as ghosts go everywhere. Ice Ball gonna come in. Double silence onto Rhino as well as Lycus. This absolute havoc as the Death Prophet actually bails himself out with that ultimate. The snapback is there. The damage is there. The freezing field will clean up everyone else. Now the tier 4 towers are in danger. AA gonna get dropped by Chen. Here comes Rhino with the Mask of Madness, Impetus as well, but it's not gonna be enough. Spirits are still active. The Mega Creeps are going to start flooding the base. Railgun trying to get a couple more kills before this game ends, but it's all but over. Sedge is going to be the one to drop. Zoffin loses his spirits. More impetuses are going to fly. He does have a Yule's Scepter if he wants to be a little bit more of a nuisance, though it looks like he just woke everyone up. Another stun going to fly, and Jumon going to chase his stun down with the blink. It's double kill for Ryan Noob, and they have one chance to get back into this, and that's a Doom push down the mid lane. If that doesn't work, then it is GG going towards the Bubbleblowers, and it looks like it probably won't work regardless. They need 2-3 heroes to defend, and at that point, you gotta have Juggernaut just kill them all with one Omni Slash. Dagon's being purchased by Death Prophet because why not? Elder Titan picking up that Veil of Discord. That's a lot of bonus magic damage. Holy crap, that's a lot of bonus magic damage. Mega Creeps are going to start to flood in, and it's not looking good for the Adaptable side. Not going to say GG until they do, because it is the finals still. But Mega Creeps, they hurt. They really, really hurt. Just ask these guys. This guy is scared. He's dead now, and the cart guy, whoever's pushing the catapult, he's dead. Top lane, bottom lane pushing in. Jellypy can finish the game by himself if he wanted to. The rest of the heroes pushing out that mid lane. They could stall all day long with that Elder Titan Spirit as well as Stomp combination. The mid lane has been taken. Zoffin will get stunned up. Viper Strike as well. The Shiva's Guard though, as well as the mech. Hand of God keeping him up. There's the ultimate as well as the Yule's Scepter keeping Zoffin up. He will drop in the end, but it is going to be a good trade because the rest of everyone gets cleaned up. And ladies and gentlemen, after 35 minutes in, after 2 very quick earlier games, we're going to have your Week 6 winners. Congratulations to the Bubbleblowers as they take it 2-1 over Adaptable. And Danny giving the shout-outs. I would like to thank everyone for purchasing the ticket. I would like to thank everyone for watching, tuning in this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had some fantastic games, I know, on my channel at least. I could only assume Nistegord had a relatively similar experience, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the support. Make sure to buy the ticket if you haven't. Make sure to come back next week for even more goodness. If you're following the Twitch stream, I do appreciate it. I will shout you out as soon as I check who followed. But I think that's about it, guys. And yeah, GG, congratulations to the Bubbleblowers.